Miss Everly, I can see it's time for your diuretic medicine. It's going to help get some of the water off of your ankles. So I'm going to go and get that. It's going to go in your IV, and I'll bring it right back to you, okay?
Okay.
Do you need anything before I leave?
No.
Okay, I'll be back in just about 5 minutes then. Okay, so I've just gotten my medication out of the Pyxis, and I have my EHR pulled up, and I'm about to do my second MAR check. And I know that I'm giving furosemide, and the dose ordered is 40 milligrams, and it's supposed to be given at 8 o'clock in the morning to Ms. Jackie Everly, and the route I'm supposed to give it is IV push. So that was my second MAR check. The next thing I'm going to do is come over here to the IV compatibility chart, because Ms. Everly has potassium chloride running in her IV, and so I want to make sure it's compatible. So all I have to do is look at the potassium and slide my finger down to the F's. And it looks like potassium chloride and furosemide are compatible, which makes my life a little bit easier. The second thing I need to do from a thinking standpoint in the medication room is a little bit of dosage calc. Because I know Miss Everly is supposed to get 40 milligrams, so I'm going to set up a dosage calc problem for mils per dose. And on my vial, it's 1 ml over 10 milligrams. And I know I'm giving 40 milligrams per dose. So that tells me that I'm supposed to get 4 mLs per dose. And that's important to me because it helps me pick the size syringe that I need. So I'm just going to choose a 5 ml syringe and grab a blood tip cannula to draw it up. And I'm also going to grab 2 flushes and at least 3 alcohol swabs. Before I go back to the med room, I'm supposed to also look at the expiration date on the vial. So this one expires in 2022. And because my vial's a tinted glass, it's hard for me to tell if it has any particles or anything in it. But that's just a factor of the medication. So I'm going to go ahead and draw up my medicine in the med room. I've already cleaned that vial top for about 15 seconds. Okay. So I've got 4 mils worth of air. Furosemide is a drug that I can dilute, but because I have to give 4 mils, I don't think I'm going to dilute. I can control 4 mils pretty well. Because I know from my drug book that I'm supposed to give my 40 milligram dose over about 2 minutes. So that shouldn't be hard for me to push 4 mils over 2 minutes. Okay, so I am ready to go back to the patient's room. Miss Everly, it's me, Ashley, and I'm back with your medicines.
Okay.
Did anything change while I was gone?
No.
Okay, great. I believe that you took this furosemide medication in a pill when you were at home. Does that sound familiar to you?
Are you talking about Lasix?
Yes, I am talking about Lasix. How long did you take it at home?
I've been on it for about 6 months.
Okay. And did it work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how it makes you feel.
Well, it makes me go to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah. And you know what? This one I'm going to put in your IV is also going to make you go to the bathroom a lot. But I think it's also going to help the swelling that's in your legs and maybe your breathing too. So are you comfortable taking it this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please tell me your name and your birthday?
Okay, it's Jackie Everly, October 30th, 1955.
Yes, ma'am. And are you allergic to any medications?
No.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I'm just going to scan the medication. Once I give you this dose, within about 15 minutes or so, it may make you feel like you have to go to the bathroom. And so I just want you to be able to tell us when you need to get up, and we will help you. That way you don't fall or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay? And I already have your call light there close by. So we're gonna get started. Tell me, does your IV hurt in your arm?
No.
Okay. And I can see that you have some fluid running through it. This is 0.9% sodium chloride with 20 milliequivalents of potassium going at 50 mils an hour. I'm going to stop this IV pump just for a little bit so that I can give you the other medicine. Your IV site looks pretty good to me. It doesn't look swollen or red, and I don't see any drainage. Does it hurt when I push around your IV site like this?
No.
Okay, great. So I have a couple of different syringes here. It's going to take me a few minutes to give your medication because I like to give it slow so that it doesn't hurt you and doesn't impact your body too much. The first thing I'm going to do is clean off your site. This is just a little saline water, just to make sure that the potassium that's in your line gets all the way into your body. I'm going to push it kind of slow. Potassium is one of those medicines that if we give it too fast, it can impact your heart. So I like to be really careful. Does it cause you any pain when I'm touching your IV like this?
No.
Okay, good. You're doing a great job. So next up is the medicine. Don't you mind that IV site, or the IV beeping. It's just telling me I've got my pump stopped. So here's the medication. And I'm going to give this over 2 minutes because it's 40 milligrams. I don't think I asked you how you slept last night. Did you sleep much?
I slept really good last night.
Oh, I'm so glad. Are you expecting any visitors today in the hospital?
My husband should be coming in.
Oh, good. It's early in the morning. Does he go to work in the mornings?
Yeah, he usually comes around at lunchtime.
Oh, good. Well, maybe we can get you up and sitting in a chair for his visit. Does that sound realistic to you?
That would be great.
Okay. We'll make it happen. Because I'm giving you this furosemide now. It might still be working around lunchtime when he gets here, but it definitely kicks in earlier than that.
Okay.
Do you have any other goals for today?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I would love for you to get up and sit. We'll bring a chair closer to your bed so you can sit up and feel like yourself.
That would be good.
Okay. So that medicine is all in. And I do have to put one more flush of saline behind it. Just because I want to make sure I know that all that medicine has gotten into your arm. That way it can help your breathing and help your swelling. You'll see the nurses being really careful to clean your IV site in between every syringe they use. And I'm also being really careful about keeping your IV tubing kinked, because I want to make sure I know this saline is going down and into your IV and your arm down here, and that it's not traveling back up the tube. All right, Mrs. Everly. I'm about done here. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try and make this pump stop beeping. Get it restarted. And then I'll just clean up my supplies.